What is up, YouTube boys and girls? Russ Navarra here, Radical Custom Garage. I just wanted to do a special video. I finally hit 1,000 subscribers. It might not be special to you, any of you out there, but it's kind of special to me. It's taken me several years to do this. I know there's a lot of guys in the tool community and things that has reached this aspect, but hold down a, I would say, 9 to 5 job. Basically, it's in the evenings or whatever. But I work 8 hour shifts, pretty much 7 days a week. And a lot of times I don't get a chance to do videos and things like the normal person would do. So in my spare time, I try to fit it in. I try to share the Rat Rod project, different projects that I have done. And it's taken me a few years to achieve, the goal that I had set for myself to be a YouTube. I can't think the word, but anyway, uh, I have some things here in a little bit I want to share with you, but I just thought I'd, go into some things that I wanted to share with you guys that, uh, don't be afraid if you're up there in years or if you don't have a whole lot of time. Just do it at your own pace. You don't have, just because you see a subscriber or somebody that has started around the same time you have, excuse me, you may not grow as fast as them. Your content may not be what everybody wants to see. Just don't get discouraged. You know, keep it up to your expectations. Set goals for yourself. I've set goals, and there's been a lot of times that I haven't reached them. That's no reason to quit. I've heard so many people say, "Well, I'm too old," or you know, uh, it takes a lot to do videos and things. Well, just be yourself, do it at your own pace, and it'll come eventually. It's taken me, like I said, several years to get this 1,000 subscribers. Excuse me. I've seen guys that had started the same time I did. Just they would take off, and they done very well. But also in that aspect, you don't see them around anymore. Yeah, they did good, but they ended up burning out or just got discouraged with it, and then they no longer do it. I started out in the tool community. There was several. There was 4 or 5 that have done very successful right out of the get go. And there's nothing wrong with that. But out of them 5 or 6, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 left. There was a point to where there was cliquish in the tool community, and there was a lot of drama going on. I don't do drama. I won't do drama. I'm my own man. I'm going to do what I feel everybody wants to see, and excuse me, I don't go along with the crowd. I've never really been one that goes along with the crowd, and there was a lot of them that I would have when I started the YouTube deal. There was a lot of them I would have liked to went and seen, uh, because I felt that they all were my buddies. But I also have seen some of them where they thought different ones was their buddy or whatever, and it became drama. They got to arguing between one another. Like I said, I do not do drama. I will not do drama. Uh, I guess I'll get off of that topic, but I would like to say, since my platform is growing, uh, there's one thing that's really dear and to my heart, and I see it a lot. Mike Rowe talks about it, even our vice president. We are losing a lot, and I see it in the field that I'm in. I'm in industrial maintenance. We are not getting any younger mechanics, any guys that want to turn wrenches. And, if you can be a mentor to somebody and help that kid coming up, or, you see somebody that might need it. We have a newer guy that's in our industrial field, I'll put it that way. He's 50 some years old, and he's just, he wanted something different. He's just starting out. If you can help people like that, don't be such a butthead. And that's a lot coming from me. Sometimes we don't take the opportunity to help our fellow man out. We've got a young kid and sometimes a lot of us get aggravated with him. Does he show his full potential? No. But, don't push that person off to the side. And I know a lot of the guys that I work with do that. I try to help him as much as possible. And I don't feel I'm a father figure, but sometimes I feel that I kind of have treated him like a son, because there's just sometimes that he does stupid things, and I'll be the first to tell you, I call him out on it. I'll tell him, I shoot from the hip. I tell him straight up, and I don't feel there's nothing wrong with that, but that you can do it in a nice manner. And there's a couple of older gentlemen that agree with me, and they get really irritated because he has a lazy side to him. And sometimes I thought it was kind of a lazy side, and don't get me wrong, he does have a lazy side to him, but there's some things that I notice that he won't do something, or he'll procrastinate because of it. It's not because he don't want to do it, it's because he don't know how to do it. And I hate to say this, but sometimes you have to babysit somebody that don't know what they're doing. I've been there. I'm sure you all have been there. It's just one of them things that just don't push the younger generation off to the side. You had to learn your field. I had to learn my field. Not everybody knows everything about the field that you're in. And, if you can help somebody come up the line, I think, that's what we're here for. Don't be so judgmental. And I hate to say that, because that sounds critical from me, because I have done it in the past to different ones. And, there's some people, or some of the younger generation, whether or not, they would be good in that field, or you would just, and I've told younger ones, this isn't the field you need to be in. You need to find something that, interests you. I can see where this just, you just don't have it in you. And that's the one thing I have to say is, you can see somebody that has a potential, and then there's others that that they're not going to be well placed in that field. I've had several that I've had to train. And this younger one, he'll tell me, he says, what I like about you, you're brutally honest. You'll tell me, hey, you know, you need to think about that. Or, hey, you know, are you stupid or what? That's kind of one of my favorite sayings. You know, I had an older gentleman that did that to me, but it sunk in. It's not that I'm putting him down, or it's not that it's just something that I'm telling you, hey, you need to think about what you do. Is it the right thing? I don't know. Uh, I just feel if you can help somebody up the ladder a little bit, do it. You know, I don't really know where this video is going. I just wanted to thank everybody on the 100 or 1,000 subscribers. It means a lot. You know, I've worked my tail off to get what I have, and you know, it's just one of them things. I feel that if you work hard and you do the right thing, eventually it'll pay off. Really, that's all I have for you on that aspect. Let's go out here and I will show you some tools and some items that I got off of Amazon. All this. Sorry about that, people. I shut you off while I was pulling you off the camera. I'm currently in my house getting ready to go to work, but enough about that. I've got 4 items here I'd like to share with y'all, and this, you know how I am with organizing my shop and things, and there's more to come on that aspect, my videos, but I had seen in a video a while back a gentleman, I can't remember what it was a toolbox tour or whatever, but the gentleman had some drink organizers. And I'll turn you around here and I'll show you, let me grab the box here, move some stuff. This particular item is a drink organizer, and I'll show you. I just got done putting them together. It was off of Amazon. What I'm going to use it for is for my spray cans, my WD-40 cans, things like that. I think it will do good. And excuse me, my Milwaukee locker. I have the Harbor Freight locker. I may put a shelf just for my cans and things. But just enough about that, and I'll show you. Let me grab one of them. See if I can do this, turn you around here. This is a drink organizer that I got off of Amazon, and let me put you down here a little bit. These extend and they'll lock. I'll probably, I don't know, I'll probably break the lock off of because I just think it'd be better for it not to lock, just to adjust back and forth. The locking mechanism don't mean a whole lot to me. But let me grab a spray can and I'll show you. And I apologize on that aspect. I'm not organized here enough to do all of this, and I don't have my tripod to wear. But let me turn you around here. And I do apologize. This is how it'll work. And I bought a bunch of this satin paint from Walmart. They had it for $2 a can. So I just needed a place to store it and give you some idea on this. It's just an idea to where you can put your stuff in there, store it, put it in a locker or what have you. And that was the main thing on that I'm sorry that this video ain't the best, but that was one of the items I had. And we'll go through these others The next item I have, and those of you that do motor building, what have you, deal with having to prime your motors and things. And I know I had this stupid thing open. It's not wanting to cooperate. I think I give $9 or $14 for this. I've made one of these in the past, but I seen this and I just had to get it. It was an item. But anyway, you know how hard it is to prime a motor. So I bought this particular item. It was $9 or $14. I really can't tell you. You hook that into your drill. You stick that down in to get the oil pump, and then it has an adapter for it that you can put in there, and this goes down in there so you can prime it. I'm not real sure if that's the right way or if you stick it down this way on top of it like so, that way it don't wobble. But you know, that's one item that I had. The other one was this Work Pro item that I got off of, all this I got off of Amazon. And like I said, they don't sponsor me. This is hard to do. And you have different sizes, but they're the quick connect. And you guys have seen that I have several of these different style quick connects for your drill bits, your, I don't want to say drill bits, but your drill starters and screwdrivers and things. There's a 1/4 inch. They also have a 1/2 inch one. I don't remember what I give for this kit. But once again, you can get this off of Amazon. And I just seen it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it here at the house or whatever. It comes in a nice carrying case. I can put that in my Milwaukee stuff. It'll fit. But it was just one of them items that I seen it, so I thought I had to have it. The next item and last item, it's a 34-piece impact driver set. This one was one of them I seen on Amazon. I have used a lot of the impact drivers and what have you. And this particular set caught my eye. And we'll just go kind of into it. You know, I know everybody has an impact and what have you. But we'll just kind of go into it. Let me turn you around. All right, this set, you have, I guess it's from 8 all the way to, I believe it's 17. I really haven't looked at it this close. Yeah, it goes all the way to 17, and then you have your 19, and then you go your bigger size 17. You have your socket, one for socket to hook, you know, your sockets into. You also have, I believe there's, from your standard, let's look at it here. You got a 5mm there. So I guess I lied to you. These are 5/16. You got your 1/2 or your 13. And then these are, I think, the same. I should have looked at it a little closer, making me look stupid here. Then you have your 1/2 inch. That's the magnetic one. That was the other thing I liked about this, is these all have the magnetic and I like that it's in this case because if you do any metal fab or whatever, you know that the magnets and things will collect. This is a deeper well. I believe these don't have the magnet in there. I don't think they do. But this particular set, you know, if you're doing any DIY stuff or if you're out there, you know, you're working in the fields and things, I think this set, no more than what I give for it, if, you know, they even come up missing, you're not going to lose a whole lot. I've got a set that I paid pretty good money for, and I would really hate to lose. I think I give $30 or $40 for like 3 of them. This set, I think it was to 30, 35 range, and it had every size that I needed. What I liked about it is it had both of these for your sockets. You know, I have several of these. I got several at work. These get lost more than anything, but they're handy to use, especially if you're just doing quick work or something, or wanting to loosen up a fastener or whatever. But this set, like I said, I got it off of Amazon. Amazon is not sponsoring me on any of the items. You know, all this comes out of my money, and that's why I just, you know, kind of want to share it with you, give you guys some ideas on the fasteners and things. Get me up off the floor if I can. Once again, I just want to reiterate, I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. You guys, put you back on my tripod here if I don't shut you off. I appreciate each and every one of you that's out there, that's hung in there with me. You know, I know a lot of my videos are kind of boring sometimes. I know, you know, I go into left field, but I do appreciate each and every one of you for watching, hanging in there with me. I know there's some long-term subscribers, old subscribers that is from the old tool community, and you guys don't know how much that means to me, that you guys have stuck with me and watched me over the years. It's taken a lot to get to the point. I used to be a person that I was not, I wouldn't open up, or I guess if I got in front of a class, I'd stumble, stutter, whatever. And this has really brought me out of my shell. It's taught me to, you know, achieve things that you would never think of, getting on a video and doing a video in front of thousands of people. You know, I've had some negative comments that when I first started out, I used to let them bother me. Now it flows off me like water off a duck's back. You know, I don't care what your opinion is of me. You know, there's some what I call keyboard warriors out there that's what they want to do, is try to bring you down and just ridicule you because they don't have the guts to get in front of the camera. You really don't realize what it takes in doing the videos and things, and mine aren't the best. I struggle with a lot of the tech stuff and that, and I do it off my phone. I've got a couple GoPros, and I bought a handheld little walk camera. I don't know what you call it. I've never used it. I tried. It's just, you know, I am not tech savvy. I had a buddy show me on my Dell little computer here how to edit the videos and things. I edit right now. I still edit stuff off my phone. Maybe as I grow, I'll get better. I thought about buying better cameras, but I've got 3 or 4 of them around here that I've never used. I've got a video camera that I started with in my shop that I may have used it 4 times. I just have better luck with my Samsung phone. I can record and edit right off my phone. Is that the right way of doing it? I don't know. It's just one of them things. Don't be afraid if you're wanting to do videos, or if you're older and you don't think the technology is there, or you don't understand it. Just the only thing I can say is just do it. Are you going to fail? Yeah, probably. But you'll get better as you go. There's nothing wrong with stumbling. You know, you can go back and watch some of my older videos. You can even watch some of my videos that weren't so good. There's times that I struggle with, finding the words and that to say, but I still put the videos out there. Like I said, don't be afraid. Don't think that people's going to make fun of you. If you do, just move on. What's it matter what they think of you? As long as you're happy doing what you're doing. I have a buddy that he does Facebook videos, and I told him I think he'd really, really be good at doing YouTube videos, because he puts it out there to where you understand what he's talking about, or he could show you him sandblasting a frame or whatever, and he just does it strictly on Facebook. And I told him, the revenue on, I think he'd be very well liked in the YouTube community. He's done several, what do I want to say? He's went to SEMA with a couple of his projects. And, I just think that he's missing the boat just staying on Facebook. But that's just my opinion. I know this video is a little long. I really didn't go into a whole lot. I just wanted to thank everybody once again. It does mean a lot to me to get 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully my videos will get better, and I've said that over the years, but it's just one of them things that, if you have to work for it and earn it, it means more to you than if it was just given to you overnight. I've struggled with it a lot. There's been several times that I've got on here and asked for more subscribers and things, but you're not going to get what do I want to say? You're not going to get what God don't want to give you until it's His time. Maybe it's because that was one of my goals. Once I hit 1,000, I want to be that guy that's putting content out for a long time. I don't want to just be successful overnight and then go by the wayside. Would I like to make this as my living or as my retirement income? Yeah, it'd be nice, but I'm not going to dwell on it. And once again, just go out there and try to help some of the younger generation. If you're a mechanic, or if you're a industrial maintenance, whatever it is, just give a helping hand to some of the younger generation to get them into our field, because we're losing them. And, I see even in the industrial maintenance field that, man, we're hurting. We have three shifts that, there's nobody knocking down the door. And, a lot of people say, well, they're not trying to get help. Well, I've seen some of the people that they've brought in, and as much as I hate to say it, is some of the people are the bottom of the barrel. There's a reason why some of them don't have, I just see where they don't have the work ethic, especially people my age or older. They don't want to be in this field no more. And some of them aren't worth being in the field anyway. I mean, they're just, as much as I hate to say it, is they're not worthy of, doing anything. You're afraid to leave them by themselves. And, there's been a couple of them that's, oh, I've done this for 25 years. And they'll tell you everything they've done. But when it comes time to do something, they can't fight their way out of a paper bag. And that's the only thing I'm saying is help some of the younger generation, be a mentor, and, don't be so judgmental or hateful towards them to where you run them off. We need more mechanics, and I understand what's going on, because there's a lot of places that don't want to pay, and a lot of these kids think that, it'd be better to be computer savvy and just sit there. Well, that's going to go away too. But I've rambled on enough. Once again, thank you people for sticking with me. I'm going to close this video out. Have a blessed Monday. Hopefully you'll have a blessed week. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.